UFC 229 is starting to get put together. They're starting to put together a lot of fights for this card. Just a reminder, I don't think anybody needs a reminder, but this is the Conor McGregor versus Khabib Nurmagomedov card at T-Mobile Arena. Now, this fight is Derrick Lewis. This is in the works, basically. Derrick Lewis versus Alexander Volkov to be co-headliner on the 229 card. Now, for some reason, I thought that they were going to put Sugar Shane, whatever his name is, on there as the co-headliner. But this is a better fight in a way. It's kind of a better fight. They're bigger guys. We can be expecting a knockout. And I mean, I'm not sure. I know Derrick Lewis had a bad run in his last fight. He just looked, I don't know what to say about that fight. You know, he couldn't get Francis Ngannou to engage, but then he couldn't engage that much either because of his back pain and all of that. So it just was a really tough fight to watch. And I think for Derrick Lewis too, he wasn't happy with that fight either. Really wasn't happy with it. So, and he knew that he wasn't getting a title shot off of that fight. He said it himself. He said, well, I know I'm not going to get a title shot. You know, he just was disappointed after that fight. So this makes sense. Derrick Lewis is number 2. Alexander Volkov is number 5. It makes sense to me. I like this fight. Alexander Volkov just beat Fabricio Verdum. He just beat Fabricio Verdum. Wow, I'm looking at the rankings and it looks like Verdum is not on the rankings at all. Is that because of the drug charge? Is that because he got popped? I have no clue what that's about. I guess they take you off the rankings when you get popped. But anyways, they got Derrick Lewis versus Volkov. What I'll say is Volkov looked great in his last fight. Alexander Volkov looked really good. I mean, before he was beating some fighters who I don't necessarily think are good fighters, like a Roy Nelson and a Stefan Struve. I don't think that these fighters are great fighters. They're just kind of meat and potatoes. And then, well, Roy Nelson is kind of meat and potatoes, and then Stefan Struve is just kind of just tall. After Volkov beating Verdum, his name is definitely on the map, man. That was just a great performance. He managed to just outstrike Verdum, KO Verdum, and on the ground, he even was able to outwork Verdum a little bit on the ground. Verdum just kept being thirsty for the takedown, thirsty to be on the ground fighting. But anyways, this is a great matchup. Really, really good matchup. You know, Derrick Lewis does need a light touch, right? Not a light touch, but he can't fight a Stipe or a DC right now. It's just the truth. Right now, the division is Daniel Cormier versus Brock Lesnar or Daniel Cormier versus Stipe Miocic. And hey, since Derrick Lewis is number 2, he should go down and challenge one of those guys. Challenge one of the guys in the top 5. Alexander Volkov is a great candidate for that. I expect Alexander Volkov to engage, unlike Francis Ngannou, because Ngannou was coming off of a loss, right? So his confidence was down. And he also said he was afraid. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder about people just... Anyways, Alexander is coming off of a win and he is not afraid. So I think I think that they're going to get this scrap made up. And if it's co-headliner, then this is a big deal for Derrick Lewis. Definitely a big deal. Derrick Lewis is so funny, man. In the tweets, you know, about the fight, basically Alexander Volkov tweet, he said, it seems like the only way for me to get a fight in UFC Moscow is to call here to fight the Beast UFC. Derrick, what do you say? So Derrick Lewis tweets back and he said, black man in Moscow? F that. Come to the USA. You gotta love Derrick Lewis, man. You gotta absolutely love his personality. He really has a funny personality and it's not over the top. You could tell he likes to be a fun guy. He likes to be lighthearted. You know, he's always down for a scrap, which is great. You know, but he doesn't have a whole lot of animosity except for towards Francis Ngannou, because Francis Ngannou decided to be cocky. And apparently Derrick Lewis doesn't respond well to people being cocky. He does not respond well to that. So he will get in your grill if he has to. Anyways, I love this matchup. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Hit that like button and the subscribe button. Thanks.